Superb. So, good evening. Hi, Komel and Rishabh. Welcome, guys. Uh, uh, you are on quiz number 17 and the fifth quiz for each of you. Both of you have narrowly missed out on each of your last four quizzes. And yeah, any thoughts on your last four quizzes, both of you?
I saw Rishabh's leaderboard, and I think I was like, today is the day either of us will feel good.
Nonetheless, yeah, Rishabh, anything you have to add?
I think Kumail put it really well. Irrespective, I'm trying not to focus on that part, and I'm like just enjoy the game.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So in fact, it reminds me of I remember seeing a clipping, a cartoon clipping, right? And where someone asks what is more important, the journey or the destination? And the answer was it's the company. So I think that's what really matters in the end, and it's just a joy having both of you on this whole journey. So thank you so much. Okay, so guys, so let's begin with quiz number 17, and we have three rounds, and we have two new rounds this time. The first and the second round are little new. The third round remains the same. So let's go to round number one. So round number one is spot the fix, Rishabh and Komel. So the round is very simple. You'll find a paragraph. Okay. There is one word in this paragraph which is incorrect and which, if replaced, makes the entire paragraph correct. So you have to spot that word and you have to replace that word with the right answer. Okay. So you both are on the buzzers. So let me just reset the buzzers and yeah. So very simple. If you find the incorrect word, spot the word, replace it with the right answer, you get 10 points. And even if you narrowly miss out, it passes on to the other person. And if the other person is able to answer it properly, you get 5 points. Is that clear? Cool. So let's start with the first question. Okay. And yes, buzzers are reset. So let's see what the first question is. Launched in December 2023, Krutrim became India's first AI unicorn, reaching a 1 billion USD valuation by January 2024. Founded by Dr. Vivek Raghavan, its mission is to build a comprehensive indigenous AI computing stack tailored for India, spanning large language models, AI cloud infrastructure, and even domestically designed AI chips. Rishabh, you went for it. Rishabh, what's the incorrect word and what is the right answer?
So my understanding is this should be the founder's name is probably wrong. Putram, if I remember correctly, is by the same guy who does Ola Cab, so it should be Bhavesh Agarwal. If I get the name right, Bhavesh Agarwal. Yeah, that's what I think.
Perfect, Rishabh. Absolutely right. Uh, the correct answer is Bhavish Agarwal, and Krutrim was founded by him. It's India's first AI unicorn. Recently, it has launched something called Kruti, which helps people pay bills, book cabs, and order food as well. And interestingly, I don't know if you guys have been following this. This company was also in the news for the wrong reasons lately because one of the employees committed suicide, uh, owing to the huge pressure and the tension related to work in the company. So Krutrim it is, and yes, the correct answer is Bhavish Agarwal. Fantastic answer, and Komel and Rishabh, the audience are also here to cheer you on. And yeah, so Rishabh, that gets you 10 points and great start. Let me reset the buzzers again and let's move on to the next question. Komel, yes, ready to go? Perfect. So let's move on to the next question. Snapdeal aims to raise 4,250 crores in primary capital through its IPO, for which it has confidentially filed its draft red herring prospectus. Founded in 2015 by Vidit Atre and Sanjeev Banwal, it operates as a low-cost e-commerce platform serving online shoppers in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. Rishabh, you are up for it again. What's the
Yeah,
incorrect word?
it's the company name. It's not Snapdeal. It should be Misho.
Fantastic, Rishabh. Actually, on a roll. Absolutely right. It is Misho, right? Aims to raise 4,250 crores and doing very well. In fact, recently shifted its domicile also back to India from US. Any of you guys have used Misho? I have never even logged on, so I don't know about.
Normally, Misho actually earlier was not really be able to really deliver the expectations, but in the recent past, it has done well, quite well, and I think now it's into also what you call logistics. A lot of it is onto also into logistics, like delivering for others. So that's also a good
Okay.
profitable business part.
Yeah, so just to add on that, I forget the name of this logistics company. They had 70% of their volume coming purely from Misho, and Misho
Oh, is it?
decided to bring in-house the inventory, and that company got closed down. I forget the name right now. Very tragic story. Also tells you
Okay.
that you should never bank on one customer as your majority customer, right?
That's true.
I like it's not a company that's targeted for us, but my dad actually has ordered it a couple of times, and he seems to like it. He's like, "Sasta hai, tikau hai, aata hai, jata hai." I'm like, okay, I'm like surprised that you found it, but yeah, amazing
Nice.
business model though. Like the way they started, fantastic.
Is it?
Yeah, they took inspiration from. So it's a combination of this Chinese company that used to do it in bulk buying
Okay.
and referring. So it was referral sales. I think that's where they initially took that idea, but they adapted it to India really well and used WhatsApp to basically primarily drive it and build that trust. So fantastic initial touch point, and then they just scale massively into tier two, tier three.
Fantastic, fantastic.
And
Superb.
also
I
just
never knew so much about Misho, although I heard the name, but I always keep wondering, you know, who uses all these platforms considering the kind of penetrations that Amazon and Flipkart have these days. But yeah, happy to hear there are some
We
people
live
who
in
are
a
actually.
bubble, Abhishek. We all of us
True.
in
Yeah,
this
yeah,
real
absolutely.
human bubble.
Correct, correct. Very true.
and
Very true.
also Abhishek, Misho has a very strong affiliate and drop shipping business. So if you want to sell for Misho, they'll deliver it for you. I mean, so you can sell in your own network, and
Oh,
that's
is it?
what has made it so
Okay.
popular because you can't really drop ship via Amazon and Flipkart so easily. So
Yeah.
Misho will let you do the selling part, and you can keep the commission. You can update the link, so it appears 300. They pay, and Misho delivers. He gives you 50 rupees, and 250 goes to Misho. So
Oh, fantastic. Wow.
individuals can be marketeers. So that's what has actually let them scale
Superb.
in maybe tier two, tier three levels as well.
Superb. No wonder so much of investment going in. Superb. So, Rishabh, off to a great start. And Komel, three more questions to go in this round. I'm sure you would have got a flavor of what's there.
Right.
And Komel, I'll encourage you to just go for it because even if you have a kind of a hunch, because there's no negative marking here, and for all you know, you may just get it right. So let's move on to the next question. After Bhavish and after Misho, let's see what the next question is. I have reset the buzzers. So here we go. Inspired by rural India's power challenges, Carbon launched a phone in 2008 with a 30-day battery life, an industry first in India. It began as a distributor of PC equipment for various brands in 1991 by Rahul Sharma, who was later joined by Sumit Arora and Vikas Jain to shift focus to telecom. It briefly overtook Samsung in market share in 2015, but arrival of Chinese smartphone brands led to its rapid decline post 2016. Komel, you went for it. What's the answer?
Yeah, the name of the company is not Carbon but Micromax.
Oh, fantastic, Komel. Brilliant. Brilliant. Like, happy to see you go for it very quickly. And yes, the correct answer is Micromax. Any of you guys owned a Micromax phone?
Yeah, I did, and
Oh, is it?
recently Rahul Sharma was in the news because they launched a subscription TV recently, and six
Oh,
months
is
ago
it? Okay.
it was already tagged as a scam. Like you get a 4K 50-inch television with you pay 10,000 and then you pay 1,000 rupees every month as a subscription model for keep the TV running. So
Okay.
that was the model, and that time itself everybody tagged it that this won't last, right? It won't last, it'll be a scam at the end. And now today, after 6 months, that's also gone out of business. They're like, sorry, we cannot now support you, and you can keep the
Nice.
TV. So
Okay.
some people bought recently, Abhishek got a
Oh, is it?
4K 50-inch TV in 10,000 rupees. So some people benefited out of the scam, and later happens.
So can you play Netflix and Amazon Prime and all in that TV now?
Yeah, so earlier this TV was actually was like a subscription model. So you pay 1,200 every month for lifetime now. Every month you will keep
Yeah.
paying. So all subscriptions you will cut, Amazon, Netflix, and all. Then people say it's not a sustainable model, and
Yeah.
also people went to the terms and conditions. And which was the strangest thing was when you buy the TV, you cannot speak negatively about it on social media. Was also a
Oh.
clause. So you can imagine. I'm already pretty sure what's going to happen with my products. So.
Fantastic, fantastic. So I was just doing some research and business aside. Rahul Sharma, who Komel was mentioning, right, is actually married to this actress
Asin.
Asin.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say it's the same right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very interesting piece of trivia regarding the TV. But what do you guys actually think? Like, see this. I mean, I'm referring to Krutrim. I'm referring to Micromax. Thought is really good, right? Potential is there in the country, but these things just don't seem to scale up, and we never have a global brand like, like the likes of Samsung and Apple and, so on. So is it all to do with the capital, or does the government ecosystem not support it? Like, what are your thoughts? Just taking some thoughts before we move on to the next question.
Now that I'm on the startup side, what I've realized is nobody. So the biggest issue is capital in India. It's not easy to
Okay.
get, right?
Okay.
So and people are very risk averse with capital, which is why investing in long term becomes tricky. And for people who get the money, there's so much pressure to make returns that they start
Yeah.
burning money in things that are probably not the right things to burn. But then you have to show the return, and then it becomes a vicious cycle, and that's why you then see things going away. So patient capital, as it's called, right? Patient capital is very hard to find,
Got
and
it.
for companies who tend to support it, like that's very very rare. And to get a blessing even from a company like a Tata or the big corporates, um, just to give you an example, look at what happened to Dunzo, right? Reliance majority owned it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that Dunzo was awesome. I mean, the founder made some mistakes, but great
Yeah.
company. But they had the money. They could have been patient about it, but it lost it in all the politics. Too many cooks spoil the broth. So I think
Yeah.
multiple
Yeah.
things. But crux is that यार इंडिया में patient capital नहीं है और capital raise करना, like people who want to raise capital, startups, no banks want to fund us, and then the other side is just too busy trying to maximize their safety net, and then everybody's risk averse. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Komel, what do you feel? Like,
Yeah, I think I have a similar feeling about it, honestly. And just the return on capital, the race to get a next fund round, it really messes up everything. Whatever I have heard from the previous startup founders, especially Rahul Sharma's case study was also there. That how
yeah.
he has tried to pick up and then is again fallen. Has tried to pick up something and
Yeah.
again is fallen. So people are saying that it's not that he just wanted to scam you. it was a genuine approach, that idea to
Yeah,
get through, but then it becomes a challenge
yeah.
overall.
True. So yeah, this is like a good topic for another day. So yeah, but good thoughts. And with this, let's move on to the next question, guys.
Right.
Let's see, where do we head from Micro Max. Before that, Samir mentions focuses on valuations. Akshat says marketing is too India focused and localization. Cool. So yeah, let's move on to the next question. Next question is, oops, just 1 second. Yeah, next question is this. Sub Lieutenant Astha Punia has become the first woman fighter of the Indian Coast Guard. She received the prestigious Wings of Gold for her successful completion of advanced jet training on the Hawk 132 trainer aircraft. The Coast Guard has already had women serving as pilots in maritime aircraft and helicopters, and this step will go a long way. No one buzzing yet. Rishabh, yes, you buzzed. Go for it.
I mean, it's a bit of a guess. Shouldn't it be the Sea Harrier instead of the Hawk 132?
The Sea Harrier is unfortunately not the right answer. Komel,
Oh,
you want to take a shot?
I don't know, because I think the name must be not right. This is my feeling about your question, but I don't know the name, so I couldn't have anyways spotted whether it's different or not. But I'm guessing that the name is not right,
okay. You
but
don't
I
need to
don't
give
know the
me.
name.
So, oh yeah, so both of you are not right, not quite there. So,
It should
Samir,
be
you
the
got it
Indian
absolutely
Navy.
right. So, the
Yeah.
correct answer is the Indian Navy. So, Sub Lieutenant Asta Punia is the first woman fighter pilot of the Indian Navy, and she received the prestigious Wings of Gold. And it's good to see the armed forces actually, it's good to see a lot of women coming forward, right, in especially the core operational parts of the armed forces. And yeah, so this was what she has received and what she'll end up doing. Superb, Samir, way to go. So both of you, Komel, Rishabh, you guys don't get any
That was
points for
a
this.
that was a very bad miss. I just realized I got so sucked into it. First of all, Coast Guard does not have these ranks, right? They don't have these
Yeah,
ranks,
so
so
I
it should have
was
been a giveaway, man. Shit, man, so bad.
yeah, that's right. That's a good one, Rishabh. That's also correct. Cool. So both of you, we are on the last question of this round, and Komel, uh, one more question to come on level with Rishabh. So let's see what the last question is. A public interest litigation has been filed against Italian fashion house Prada for allegedly copying Jodhpuri chappal design as storing sandals in the Prada Men's 2026 fashion show. The sandals, priced at over 1 lakh per pair, have been rebranded under the European label without acknowledging their true origins. And the plea demands that the rights of the Indian artisan community be expressly recognized. Komel, you went in first. What's your answer?
I think I know this topic, but the thing is that I was supposed to say about the company or the topic, so I was confused. So
Yeah, if you have to go for
if,
it.
yes, one I will go. I will go with uh, Louis Vuitton in terms of instead of Prada.
Okay. Louis Vuitton, unfortunately, is incorrect. Rishabh?
We both missed, like, I missed the buzzer by like 0.6 millisecond, right? Like it showed up over there. Both of us clearly went at the same time. I
Yeah.
think it is the Kolhapuris, not the Jodhpuris.
Fantastic. Yes, it is the
Nice.
Kolhapuri chappal. It is the
Correct,
Kolhapuri
correct.
chappal, and in the news recently, Prada for the wrong reasons. 1.2 lakh per pair. Komel and Rishabh. Any of you, if you had so much money, would you be willing to pay 1.2 lakh per pair for Kolhapuri chappal?
You have to
I don't.
wear it on your head. Then
I'll keep it in the showcase if I get, if ever I
Good.
happen to
I
spend 1.2 lakh per pair. But apparently, in the recent days, Prada has gotten in touch with the some. Wait, let me see what association. Maharashtra Chamber of Commerce to actually collaborate with these artisans and to give their fair share. So it was. I don't know how far it will go, but yeah, at least for the media, uh, it's a good thing to see. So yeah, good answers. Akshat, yes, the money should go to the workers. Ideally, yes. Sameer says 1.2 lakh में कोल्हापुर का premium luxury tour हो जाएगा. That's a good one. And yeah, Aksha also got it right. Akshat also got it right. And yeah, Sameer was also right. Superb. So both of you again don't get any points for this. And yeah,
hey,
so
I do know 5 points. No.
sorry. Yes, you
Yes.
do. Sorry. My bad. 25 points for you, Rishabh, at the end of this round. 10 points for you, Komel, at the end of this round. And with this, we come to the end of round one. And let's move on to round two. Oh, no, we have one more question. Sorry. 1 second. Sorry. Let me just go back. Sorry, my bad. Uh, oops. Okay. So, sorry, one more question to go. And here you go. European sailors referred to the Sun Temple at Puri as the Black Pagoda because of the darkish impression at the roof, which has also served as the landmark for sailors navigating the Bay of Bengal in those days. Built in 12th century AD by King Narsimha Dev I and dedicated to the sun god, it is one of the tallest temples ever built in the country at approximately 227 feet. Rishabh, you went for it. What's your answer?
I'm gonna not very good at this, but isn't it the Konark temple and not the Sun temple, or is it the same thing?
So, Rishabh, you identify the incorrect word and you
Uh,
tell me what's the incorrect word and replace it with the correct word.
uh, yeah. So I think it's the Konark temple instead of the Sun temple. But yeah, that's my guess.
So your incorrect word is Sun Temple,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you are
yeah,
replacing it with the Konark Temple.
yeah.
You're not quite there. Komel,
I'm not sure exactly. I mean, because his guess is right, but maybe it is now as the Konark one. That could be the other guess. That could be only situation if that's the only thing wrong. That is Sun Temple
Komel,
at
what's
Puri.
the
Yeah.
incorrect word and what's the correct word?
I think Black Pagoda is replaced by Konark. That is the only thing I can think of.
Okay. Both
Are
of you
you?
are again, both of you are again incorrect, and Rishabh, you'll kick yourself over here.
Yeah,
You are
it's not the sun
almost
god.
there.
It's not the. It's not sun god.
It's the Sun Temple at Konark. Okay. It
So
is
it's not at.
the Sun Temple at Konark, Rishabh.
I told you I'm not very good at this. I clearly messed up
So
the two things.
you are almost there. So if you replace the Sun Temple with Konark Temple, it's doesn't really fit in, right? So it's the Sun Temple at Konark, known as the Black Pagoda, and yeah, the rest of the information is already there. So superb. So no points for both of you over here, and with this we come to the end of round number one. And Komel, you're on 10 points. Rishabh, you are on 25 points. And let's now move to round number two. Round number two is number crunchers. Okay. And actually, it's just, you have to just, it's very simple. Okay. So there are some blank spaces over there. There's a theme. There's some name associated with the theme. There are some blank spaces. You have to find out what the name is. Blank letters rather. Okay. So you will just have to fill in the missing letters and you'll come up with the name. Okay. So that's what it is. And any cricket followers, Sameer has some news. India has avoided the follow on. Wow. So, so let's move on to the first question here. Okay. Both of you on the buzzers. Let me reset the buzzers. And again, you have to, and if you get it right, you get 10 points. And if you get it, if you are incorrect, it passes on to the other person and the other person can get 5 points. Okay. Cool. So let's see what the first thing is. And yeah, here you go. Bird sanctuaries. So this is a bird sanctuary. Which bird sanctuary is this? Very famous. Rishabh,
It's the Bharatpur bird sanctuary near Mathura.
fantastic. Yes, it is the Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary, also a World Heritage Site, and it's also called as the Kevla Dev National Park. Any of you have been to any bird sanctuaries or wildlife sanctuaries? Anyone,
Mm,
anything that Komel?
no, I haven't.
Okay, okay. Rishabh,
Karnala Bird Sanctuary nearby. It's a
how is it?
went many years ago. It's decent. Now it's become very crowded on weekends. The sad thing is, Agra is hometown for us. Well, used to be. Not any,
Okay.
and no one lives there anymore. So I've been near Bharatpur and at Bharatpur so many times, but never been to the sanctuary. And now I'm kicking myself in the butt for it. Yeah. And you know those
Nice,
cranes
nice.
that migrate to Bharatpur, right? From Serbia. They would come
Is
to
it?
Bharatpur, right?
Okay,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay,
So I forget the exact name that crane. I'm sure Sami or somebody will know that. Right? They migrate
okay.
to Bharatpur. But now apparently there has been a change in their migration pattern. So they are coming very few numbers because of whatever change. But it's a very fascinating place. Sucks that I've not seen Bharatpur.
Nice, nice. Superb. Okay, with this, Samir says it's Siberian cranes, Rishabh. Yeah. So, okay, guys. So, with Bharatpur, let's move on to the next one and let's see from Bharatpur where we go. Let me see if the buzzers are reset. And here is your next question. Bollywood. Rishabh, yeah, you went for it.
Andhadhun. If it is, I
Andhadhun,
love that movie.
yes. Fantastic answer, Rishabh. Andhadhun, it is superb. You are on a roll today. Superb stuff. Amazing. Any of you have watched this movie? I have not seen it. I really want to see it.
Yeah, I
I,
think
I have
that's a
not.
surprise. That is a very
It's
good
nice.
movie, Abhishek.
Okay.
Abhishek, one of the best.
Is
Like,
it?
it's
I'll watch it now that both of you are recommending to me. I will definitely watch it. Superb,
I think
like
Akshat.
very few movies, Abhishek, that have ended on a note that people will be discussing what is the ending.
Is
It is
it?
very rare in a Bollywood movie. You know the end and the interval.
Yeah. Yeah. Akshat and Samir are also recommending the movie. So, yes, I will definitely catch this movie very soon.
Abhishek, Shriram Raghavans isn't like watch all his movies. Of course, one or two are questionable, but I
Okay.
think is Johnny Gaddar and Andhadhun are one of the best new noir kind of thriller movies, which are like Johnny Gaddar is a very underrated movie. Watch it, you'll be surprised. It's amazing.
Yeah. Superb. I'll definitely catch this movie. I think that's the next movie that I'll catch. So my wife and I went for Sitare Zameen Par last week, and pathetic movie. And I mean, you go for a Amir Khan movie expecting certain standards, but I think it's way off standards. So in case any of you guys are planning to go and watch, please wait for the OTT version, and I think it's better to watch it on
Dude, I
OTT.
was planning to take my grandma tomorrow. Like I was like, okay, let me take her for a movie, you know.
It's a
And
very very pathetic movie. I mean, you'll just at the end of the movie, I will repeat Komel's lines only. At the end of the movie, you'll end up discussing what is this ending, right? In the other sense,
Yeah. The other extreme of Andhadhun.
other extreme. Cool, superb. So awesome. So Komel, three more questions to go in this round, and but anyways, there's one more round to go, and you can just give it your best shot there.
Yeah.
So let's see. We have three more questions to go in this round. Let's see where we move from Andhadhun, and this is where you go. 1 second. Sorry. Yeah.
This Abhishek was already revealed.
Yeah,
Abhishek.
the answer is revealed, Abhishek. Let's go to the next
Abhishek,
one.
the answer is revealed.
I'll give you both 10 points over here. Sorry, my bad.
Okay.
Okay, so the correct answer is Kirti Chakra, right? The second highest peacetime gallantry award. So, yeah, let's move on to the next one, the fourth question. Yeah, something to do with Britannia. You guys want a hint? A leadership person in Britannia, very famous, uh, known for taking Britannia to what it is today. Yes, Rishabh.
So the surname is Berry. I I forget the first name, man. Vi, Vibhut, no, Vidut. I forget. I think the surname is Berry something. I'm just taking a guess here. Yeah.
Komel.
No idea. Abhishek.
Okay, so the correct answer is Varun Beri. Again, Rishabh.
Do I get five
Almost,
points?
almost there. No 5 points, Rishabh. No ways. So almost there, but good guess, Rishabh. Yes, the correct answer was very, very, very famous person in the FMCG arena, and responsible for taking Britannia to what it is today, and still very much a household name. I mean, maybe not so much these days, but definitely when we were all kids, it was all Britannia. Right. So no points for both of you, and we move on to the last question of this round. Let's see where we are after Britannia. Let me just reset the buzzer. Yes, hatchbacks. Yes, Rishabh.
I'm taking a guess because just is it Eltios, the Toyota car?
Would you want to like spell it?
Eltios.
Huh?
What are you saying? Sorry.
Toyota Eltios, the Eltios car.
No.
Okay.
Komel,
Even
a
I am not
guess.
sure because because it is Etios that I know, but L तो
Yeah.
नहीं था उसमें, वो मुझे पता था. बट ये वाले में मतलब मैं तो सोच रहा था कि ये आल्टो अभी तक क्यों नहीं आई, मतलब इतने अल्फाबेट आ गए तो. और हैचबैक तो कहलाएगी नहीं वैसे, बट नॉट श्योर अभिषेक. नो आइडिया.
I'm sure you
नो
guys
आइडिया.
would have heard this. Samir, absolutely right. The correct answer is the Altros.
Altroz. Hmm.
The Tata Altros doing very well, and
Hmm.
that's the hatchback. Yeah, again, no points for both of you. And so, with this round, Komel, you end round two with 20 points. So, you have a total of 20 points. And Rishabh, you have 30 points in this round, and you have a total of 55 points. Okay. So, Komel, you clearly know your strategy for round three. And yeah, so let's move on to round three. Round three is the same as before. You have three clues, Komel, 25, 15, and 10. If you get the answers in clue 1, clue 2, and clue 3, respectively. You can stake additional points, Komel. But if you stake additional points, you either stake 25 points or 15 points or 10 points. But if you stake additional points, Komel, and if you are unable to answer at the end of clue 3, or if you give the wrong answer, you lose all your points. You lose the points that you have staked, rather. So, Komel, let's start with you for round three. Let's see what your theme is. The theme is forts.
I'll stake maybe 10 points, Abhishek.
10 points. Fantastic. So, 10 points, Komel, for forts. Let's see what the first clue is. This fort is strategically located on a hilltop overlooking Maota Lake, which is served as its main water source?
No idea. Let's go to the clue number two.
You want to move to clue 2? Okay.
Yes.
It is divided into four main courtyards, Komel. Sila Devi Temple, Diwane Am, Sukh Mahal, and Sheesh Mahal being some major attractions in these courtyards.
I think I'll take my guess right now so that I can maybe uh, get it right and probably add some points. So I think maybe it is the Agra fort that is being discussed. I think because it talks about the Sheesh Mahal. So I was just thinking that probably that seems to be the fort that is under discussion.
So, Komel, is Agra Fort your final answer?
Yes, yes, I'll take that at clue number two.
Okay. So, Komel, let's see what clue number 3 is and let's see what the audience has also said. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site
Oh,
located 11 kilometers from Jaipur and is celebrated for its artistic blend of Mughal and Rajput architectural styles. So,
Yeah.
Komel,
Answer is Amer. Amer.
Akshat says Amer Fort,
hmm,
Sameer says Amer Fort 2,
Yeah.
rather as a question mark, and Raksha also says Amer Fort, and the correct answer is Amer Fort, Komel.
right.
So, located just on the outskirts of Jaipur, wonderful place, and divided into four main courtyards, and it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So, Komel, unfortunately, you lose 10 points, but still, Komel, you have two more questions to go, and I'm sure I know what your strategy is going to be for these two questions, coming questions. So, Komel, you are now down to 10 points. Okay, and Rishabh, up to you now. So let's see how you play it. Let's see what your theme is. It's the Indian Railways.
It's a topic I love, but I'm not going to risk it this time. Usually, I'm doing the slog overs in the end. Last 4 times. This time, I'm going to play safe. I'll just go question by question.
You are going to avoid the follow on, like how India has avoided the follow on.
let's let's hope I can today.
Yeah, Rishabh. So no points staked here. Rishabh, let's see what clue one is. Here you go. X held the distinction of being among the fastest trains in India in 2009 and was among the government's initiatives to introduce semi high speed rail travel.
I have a guess, but let's see clue two.
Okay. The first X was flagged from Sialda to New Delhi in September 2009, with X standing for restless in Bengali.
Yeah. Um, clue three.
Okay. X stands for restless in Bengali and has a very distinct, colorful yellow green livery chosen to symbolize a field full of flowers.
Yeah. Duronto.
Fantastic. Yes, Duronto is the right answer, Rishabh. Very, very nice answer. And that gets you 10 points because you answered it on clue 3. And you are now up to 65 points. Komel is on 10 points.
So
So,
I'll tell you what, clue one, when you said, initially my mind went to Gatiman because technically that was the first semi-high speed from what I read, okay? But then I was like, nahi yaar, Gatiman itna jaldi nahi aaya tha from what I remember.
yeah.
Then when you said second one, I was like, okay, ab to Duronto hi lag raha hai, but I wasn't sure, so I was like, screw it, yaar, we'll see. Then that, finally that yellow-green thing was like the confirmation, okay? I was
Mm,
like,
Yeah.
this
So,
one,
Toronto is always known for that.
yeah.
yeah, I love the
Mamta
livery
Banerjee,
actually. Yeah. Started by Mamta Banerjee.
yeah.
And in fact, Sialda to New Delhi was non-stop. Most of the Duronto trains were non-stop. And I think just recently they have, like few years back, I guess they've had stops. Otherwise, most of them are always non-stop.
So,
They were very famous for their meals also.
Is
So
it? Okay.
yes, yes, yes. Because
Acha.
earlier these trains, which are non-stop, had to have good meals, considering that they will not have much stops, so there will not be much
Yeah.
refilling or alternatives for people. So the ticket used to include the meals. So
Okay.
so I have experienced it once for my mother also, and She was really impressed. So it was like a thing that it's an experience, not only the train, but the regular meals that come to you every couple of hours in Toronto.
Yeah.
So they keep you entertained for that long journey.
No, absolutely. And I always, I love the way Indian railways have evolved actually over the years. And I think I always feel that if someone can actually plan a trip properly in advance, right? Uh, the like taking a train makes it all the more economical and a lot of fun. It still has its joy.
Bro, Bombay, Delhi, if possible, I can book early. I always take Rajdhani.
Yeah,
Comfortable. Hopefully, once it goes to 160 kilometers an hour, it will become like 8 o'clock departure and morning 6 o'clock arrival, which will be perfect.
yeah.
But even now, it is very comfortable. So, tension nahi hai. By the way, just on this is my AV geekness, sorry, rail fan geek coming into picture. But technically, the train would have halls. So, in railways, there's a concept of a technical halt and a commercial halt. So, Duronto, when
Oh,
it started, did not have a commercial halt. It would have
okay.
a technical halt because you have to
Yes.
change the crew and everything. So
Yeah, yeah,
people
yeah.
would
Correct.
assume initially that अरे train non-stop भागेगा नहीं भागेगा
Yeah,
non-stop यार. So
yeah,
it would have a technical stop at Mughal Sarai and I think Kanpur if I'm not wrong, but yeah, something like that. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, and Raksha, good news is I can't say this for all trains, but at least on the premium trains like Rajdhani now, it is amazingly clean.
Is
And
it?
if you, oh yeah, if you feel it's not clean now, you just message on that number which is put up over there. There will be a person over there cleaning the washroom before you use it.
Very
So
nice.
one
Very
thing
nice.
is cleanliness, at least in Rajdhani, has shot up like anything. Thank God they realize it. But if Rajdhani is also not cheap, man. They have that dynamic fare now. So
Yeah,
very
yeah,
few
yeah.
seats are in the
Hmm.
cheap fare. So the top fare is like 4,200 on a two AC. So that is almost equivalent to a flight ticket. But
Correct, correct,
like
correct,
if you
correct,
find it comfortable and all that. Yeah.
correct, correct. Komel, any favorite train? Do you love train journeys?
Yeah, I really don't like train journeys, to be very honest. I mean,
Acha.
because uh, maybe sort of bored of that. But just to share, I had seen one documentary. Maybe I will share on the WhatsApp group also. They've talked about when you look and appreciate the trains situations right now, right? They are all heading into the premium category.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
which you
Correct.
talk about the India, right? They are suffering. I saw that
Got it.
documentary where it's talking about when the number of tracks are not expanding and you're expanding the number of trains, what suffers is the lower cost trains because I don't
That's
make
true.
much profit of those technically. So then it happens that the challenge is bigger for a country like India where the pyramid with people who can't afford a 3 AC is much
Yeah,
bigger. So that's where they are eating up the pie from that. And that's where, if you look at the overall set of things, people who can afford, yes, they'll really appreciate the change.
yeah,
But it's a challenge for a lot of people during this vacation times and all. It's a big issue.
yeah, yeah. Fair point, Komal. I mean, it was a good point. Good perspective, actually. I mean, after you've seen the documentary, never thought of this side of the story. So superb, great answers, Samir and Akshat as well. Samir, yeah, Garib Rath, good answer again, but not there. Akshat Duranto, fantastic. So guys, Komel, let's move on to the next theme, okay, and let's see what it is. That's the Duranto summer retreats, Komel.
In any case, we'll take 25, right? We'll try
Okay,
and attempt.
25 points it is, Komel. So summer retreats. Uh, Both of you, I would still suggest to you go up to clue 3, right? I mean, typically sure that I guess you can get it by the time the 3 clues are there. So Komel, ready? Let's see what clue 1 is. Here you go. The Kurinji flower is a unique attraction at this hill station because of its once in 12 years rare blooming cycle, and the Kurinji Andavar temple is one of the main attractions here.
We'll go to the clue number two, Abhishek.
Okay. Coker's Walk, Silver Cascade Waterfall, Bryant Park, and a popular lake are main attractions at this hill station located in the south. Coker's Walk, Silver Cascade Waterfall. Bryant Park, and a popular lake.
I'll take clue number three. Let's see if I can
Okay.
use
So
it.
clue number three, Komel. You answer this at this clue, you get a total of 35 points, or you lose 25 points. Let's see
Right.
what clue three is. It is also referred to as the Princess of Hill Stations, and its name in Tamil means the gift of the forest.
No, I was wondering whether it's because you said hill station of south, right? So I was wondering between maybe Ooty or Munnar or something like that, frankly. But probably I'll say Gift of Forests or Prince of Hill Stations and Tamil. So probably I'll say Ooty. Maybe that only comes to my mind as the place that we're talking about.
Okay. Rishabh, if you had to take a guess, what would it be? Or if
Yeah,
you know,
it's a similar line of thinking. I'm not very confident, but based on the last one, I would go with Udagamandalam, Ooty.
okay. Komel, there are two hill stations in Tamil Nadu. There is it's Ooty and Kodaikanal, right? Unfortunately, Komel, the correct answer is Kodaikanal.
Oh, okay.
Dude,
So both of the
I thought Kodaikanal is
Kodaikanal,
in Kerala.
sorry.
I thought it's in Kerala, man. I went from Trivandrum to Kodaikanal. That's what I remember. So somehow it's
So,
same.
so, so Kodaikanal very much located in Tamil Nadu, and yeah, the British used it as a summer retreat. The colonial heritage is still very active there. I mean, and it's still very prominent over there. Very nice hill station. In case both of you haven't been here, please go here. Very nice hill station. And yeah, so Komel, unfortunately, you lose 25 points, and hard luck. So let's move on to Rishabh. Rishabh, let's see what your theme is. EdTech startups.
No points. Let's just go with the flow.
Okay, so Rishabh, Samir has some interesting stuff for you. Kodaikanal is on the border between Tamil Nadu and Kerala, and you can
I
see it
was,
from some points near Munnar. Oh, that was interesting, Samir. I didn't know that you could see it from some points near Munnar.
dude, I
So
literally went on Google Maps to check that because I distinctly remember traveling from Kerala and then we going to Kodaikanal. So that's why
okay,
I was like, okay,
cool.
cool.
So
Good.
Rishabh, let's see what clue number one is in EdTech startups. Let's move on to the first clue. Backed by investors like Westbridge Capital, Lightspeed Venture Partners, GSV Ventures, and Hornbill Capital, this edtech company filed its draft IPO papers in April through a confidential route.
EdTech, na? Let's go to clue two.
Clue 2. Okay. Alak Pandey and Pratik Maheshwari are the founders of this company, which is among the rare few which is actually doing very well.
I'll do clue three. I don't know much about this. Ishwari.
Okay. Its name includes a subject which Alak started
Ah,
teaching
okay.
at various coaching classes once he dropped out of college. What would be your
Okay.
answer, Rishabh?
Physics wala.
Fantastic. Yes, physics wala is the right answer. Great answer, Rishabh. And this gets you 10 points because you answered it at clue 3.
Second clue, I was had a wild guess on it, but wasn't 100% confident about this Alak Pandey guy. So thanks for the third one.
Oh, no problem. So, Samir, Akshat, fantastic answers. And Samir, whatever documentary you are referring to, please share the link in the WhatsApp group that we are all a part of, so that we can watch it. I think you're referring to the physics wala documentary, if I'm not wrong. But if there is anything else, please do share. So,
There's a mini
Komel,
series on physics wala na on
that
MX Player or
Movie also,
something,
yes. Movie is also there,
right?
right?
Yeah, right. Something is there.
oh, is it on physics wala?
Yes, yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I think
Oh,
so.
On
okay.
the yes, on Alak Pandey, it's there. So
Oh, okay. Komel, do you, since you explain concepts so well to everyone, do you always feel that you could have, like, edtech would have been a very good fit for you?
yeah, it would have been a good fit, I think. But the idea, I do that already. I mean, wherever possible, right, in my own way, right. The idea is always that if you can make it simpler, or maybe they can relate to an idea or a concept, then you've really understood it, right, before you explain it. So, yeah, it would have been a good thing. Now, actually, when you look at Alak Pandey and their story, they've actually now not really on the right path, to be very honest. If you see their funding and the way they are moving, right, with
Yeah,
acquisitions and all. So it's the best example of, like, when you take external funding, then you have a lot of accountability in terms of raising your valuations and revenue, irrespective
yeah,
of profits, and that's what is happening with them. So otherwise, it is a really good, cool brand with really targeting tier three people, individuals, and course prices very low,
yeah.
extremely
Okay,
low. So they've done
okay,
really well in that sense. Now they have everything, Abhishek.
got it.
Now you say it, they have it. From
Oh, is it?
IS to 10th to 12th to MBBS to NEET to CLAT. Now they've gone mad. So the brand
Okay,
is PW, but physics wala IS, physics wala CLAT.
okay,
So
okay.
everything will have physics, but with this.
Yeah, yeah. So, for all those, and Komel, I'll just give you a chance to talk about it. So, for
Yeah.
all those who don't know, Komel also has his own YouTube channel. Komel, would you just want to like spend, say, a few seconds,
Not
just talking
really. I
about?
think I'll keep it like the Batman profile for me. Right? I am two different people on YouTube and here, so I'll let it pass.
Okay, okay. So be it.
If
No
anybody
problem.
finds me, and I'll tell you my experience with YouTube, right? That I have a Batman profile that nobody knows me, right? And there was
Okay.
somebody who actually found that I was on YouTube, and they bought something and they emailed it to me that now I know you are on YouTube. And so it was very surprising. I'm not a big YouTuber, right? So in any
Acha, yeah,
case, nobody would find me, right? But there, that
yeah.
one couple of people who found me, they emailed to me that we know it's you. So
Oh,
that's a very
okay.
strange story, but
we
it's
have
a
we
very
have
strange
found
feeling.
Batman.
It's a strange feeling, but it's good. I think the journey of, like, from last 2020 till
Yeah,
today, it's been a good learning experience. What I can say that
yeah,
when people are going to social media, in terms of monetizing your content, you can think about
yeah,
doing it for entertainment, for maybe sharing information like what you have been doing, right? So it's a great thing
yeah.
if you can do it parallelly, just to have this thing which can set you a different goal from life otherwise.
That's true. That's true. Absolutely. And absolutely, Komal, I once again credit all of this to you. You seeded this idea of YouTube Live and StreamYard into me, wherein you remember, right? The first quiz was actually on Google Meet. And
Yeah.
yeah, so you were the one who actually guided me through this. And I'll always be very, very grateful to you for seeding this idea into me. So, Komel, let's move on to the last question of the quiz.
Right.
Okay, and let's see what your theme is. The last theme, paramilitary forces.
Slide
I
hasn't
think I
changed
have
yet.
lost. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah,
I lost you. I think there is some some issue with the Wi-Fi connection. Yeah, I can hear you
we
guys.
can hear you actually. Yeah, yeah. But have you changed the slide?
Again, no, I have not changed the slide. I am.
Yeah, now.
Yeah,
Now
have you
you're on.
staked additional points?
No, not yet. So I will again go for 25 points as we discussed, and I'll try to go to clue number three. So we can see the slide, the
Fantastic.
paramilitary
Let's
force.
let's let's just
Let's
go
go
for
ahead.
it. Yeah,
Right.
let's just go for it. Let's go for clue number one. Okay. This paramilitary force has two main units: the 51 Special Action Group focused on counter-terrorism, and the 52 Special Action Group focused on counter-hijacking.
Abhishek, I'll take a shot, right? So just for the situation, I'll take a shot. Uh, so it
Yeah,
is the
take a
special
shot.
protect.
Just like
Yeah,
how
yeah,
this
the special.
paramilitary force.
Yeah, yeah. The Special Protection Group (SPG), I think, is the answer. Maybe we can have a look at flow 2 and 3 for the um, purposes. Yeah. Abhishek, can you hear us?
What key following incidents like Operation Blue Star and the assassination of Prime Minister Indira Gandhi? And the last clue, Komal, referred to as the Black Cat Commandos,
Hmm.
this force was instrumental in its successful role in the 26/11 terror attacks.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, Komal, the correct answer is the National Security Guard,
NSG, right?
or the NSG, right?
Correct.
And the Special Protection Group is not a paramilitary force, Komal. So the paramilitary forces in India are your CISF, your BSF, the CRPF, and the
Right.
NSG.
Correct.
So yeah, very very elite unit and among the best in the country. They have a base in Powai also,
I
and
was gonna say JBLR.
yeah, they
Just
have
want
a
to say
base on
JBLR.
uh, JVLR, and I don't think Mumbai the 26/11 attack. I don't think uh, you know uh, Mumbai would have ever been the same without their contribution, especially during that attack. So yeah, Akshat, superb answer. Black Cats and Samir, Blackguards. The correct answer is the NSG, or the National Security Guard. So Rishabh, let's move on to the last question of the quiz, and let's see what it is. Dance forms.
Definitely not my form, bro. But let's go ahead. No
Take a
idea.
shot. Like I said,
Yeah,
yeah. So there are enough clues in the question to help you. So let's see what clue one is, Rishabh. This dance form is the only one in India that derives its name from the place of origin in Andhra Pradesh.
two. No
Rishabh is
idea.
looking up at the heavens,
Yeah,
or to see if the cafe that he's sitting on the has its name written on the wall. So,
somewhere. Yeah, blue sky, maybe something.
so let's go to clue two. While this dance was traditionally performed by male Brahmin dancers known as Bhagavatalu, currently women are prominent dancers and choreographers.
No idea, bro. Like I said, I have just
I
some
love
names
the
I
way you are.
know.
I love the way you are nodding your head and just indirectly telling me that just let's move on to the next clue
Yeah,
without even you saying it.
I'm feeling a little ashamed that the first clue should have been a very easy answer for somebody who has like a
so the
decent GK knowledge,
so
right?
Rishabh, a lot of people in the audience have got it right in the first clue.
That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. It should be basic thing. That's what I'm feeling ashamed about. Like I don't know. Like this should have been an easy answer, but okay. Clue
Yeah,
three.
but let's see what clue three is, and I think you will get it, Rishabh. This place of origin is also called Kuchela Puri, and this dance form is characterized by fast rhythms and fluid movements.
Okay, listen. There is a dance form. If I'm not butchering the name, going by Kuchela Puri. Okay, so Kuchipudi or something. Is there a dance form? Is this that one?
Fantastic answer, Rishabh. Yes, it is Kuchipudi, only dance form in India which is named after a place of origin, and yeah, the place is also called Kuchela Puri. In fact, in fact, children even at the age of 5 are inducted into this dance form in this particular village, and a lot of people are pushing for this village to be uh, geotagged and to be a world heritage site also.
Oh,
So that's what it is. So with this we come to the end of this quiz. Fantastic, guys, Komel and Rishabh. Komel, hard day at work. Komel, any thoughts?
No, I think some of the questions, I think they were doable. I think, and also I was thinking that some of the questions that came to Rishabh, it would have come to me. I would have been able to manage because the physics wala question I knew on clue one. Yeah. So
Oh,
so
is
that
it
was
okay?
yeah, because I think this was the only tech startup in recent times who had planned for an IPO, then they paused. So I
Yeah.
knew that. So then it was like, this came to me and that went. So, and some of them I think I could have maybe worked myself out. So that's where I thought I missed out.
Yeah. Yeah. So hard luck, Komel, and well done, Rishabh. So uh, just repeating Komel's lines, one person will feel good at the end of the quiz. So
Honestly, doesn't matter. But I agree with Kumel. I think today was, if I could argue, a bit of my lucky day. I think some of the questions just came like they just fit in easily, like the movie thing and everything. So one of those days when it worked out.
yeah, but fantastic stuff, guys.
Great
And
fun, great
Rishabh,
fun.
yeah, Rishabh, Komal, congratulations. And
Thank
like,
you.
thank you so much, guys. As always, you guys enthusiastically are here and you show up. And I hope you had a good time and have learned something different, learned something new about this incredible country, right? And there's so much happening here. And yeah, this quiz is just a means of getting it to people with just the help of how many we have, 6 plus 5, 11, 11 plus 6, 17 questions. So 17 questions, and I'm sure some of your nerve cells have become stronger at the end of this quiz. So thank you so much once again, Komel and Rishabh. And with this, you guys have completed 5 quizzes, one more last quiz to go at the end of this league. And I have some interesting news for everyone who's participating in this league. We have found one sponsor, and Rishabh Savini has agreed to sponsor something for all the participants in this quiz. So I will be reaching out to you guys shortly for your addresses, and I will send across something
Let's have
for.
let's have Samini on one of these groups. Tell her to join. The sponsor has to be there.
Definitely, definitely. She will join. And yeah, so thank you so much again, guys, and have a good weekend. And look forward to seeing you both on the last quiz of your league. I will reach out to you guys very soon. And thank you again, audience, for your enthusiasm. Samir, Raksha, Akshat, uh, thank you so much. You guys have always been there. You keep showing up, and you keep up your enthusiasm, and it really means a lot to me. So, see you guys again and enjoy your weekend. Thank you, Komel. Thank you,
Chalo,
Rishabh.
thank you. Thank
Thank you.
See
you.
you.
Thank you,
Chalo.
Abhishek. Thank you, Komal.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you,
Bye
Rishabh.
guys.
Chalo,
Thank you.
bye.
Bye. Bye.